guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing You're Never Over. Do you know it?
I don't think so.
Interesting. So this song is dedicated to his friend Proof, who
Okay.
died. Um,
Who's also a rapper.
yeah,
Yeah.
D12 band member, all that. So yeah, this is another Eminem song that has I have cried to.
Oh no, so this is sad.
So it's weird. There's like at least in my mind, there's a disconnect. It's very upbeat musically.
Oh, okay, so that won't be too
Yeah,
hard
it's like
for me.
it's like kind of like it's almost like a aspirational, like, you know,
Like a celebration of his life, not like a sadness that he
yes.
died.
But some of the lyrics are like very like,
Sad.
yeah. So it's interesting. Yeah,
Alright.
shortly after my dad died, I remember listening to this and getting all like choked up and shit. Yeah. So we'll listen to it, we'll break it down. I don't know if you've heard it or not. I don't really have a good gauge.
I mean, the way you're describing it, I'm not recognizing anything really.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Right. Well, we will find out.
Yes. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media channels, links in the description below, and our username's right there.
All right, here we go. You're never over.
Oh, I'm nervous. I don't want to be upset.
And I don't think you'll get upset.
Okay.
The days are cold, living without you. The nights are long, I'm growing older. I miss the days of old, thinking about you. You may be gone, but you're never over. If Proof could see me now, I know he'd be proud. Somewhere in me deep down, there's something in me he found that made him believe in me. Now no one can beat me now. You try it, it'll be them doors. Andre's Phantom, believe me, clowns. That means suicide, homie. You'll never throw me off of this course, blow me. Bitch, I do this all for the sport only, but I want it all. I'm not just talking awards, homie. And the ball's in my court and it's lonely. On top of the world when you're the only one with the balls in your shorts. To leave the jaws on the floors with no remorse. Remember that when they get to dogging your boy, homie, so y'all can just get to blogging about my log. Now I'm not gonna stop, the saga continues, no stopping the force. OB, I'm mopping the floors with them. I keep trying to pass it, but they keep on dropping the torch, and it won't be long till the sport is OB. ER just blazing me, we are knocking on doors, and no, we ain't pumpkins on Halloween, but we'll show up on your porch. So be careful what you say, there ain't no punks over here, so follow me through the fog like I'm messing double OP. Let me guide you through the smoke, G. If only I wasn't traveling down this road by my lonely. No one who knew me like you will ever know me. I don't think you understand how much you meant to me. The days are cold, living without you. The nights are long, I'm growing older. I miss the days of old, thinking about you. You may be gone, but you're never over.
Okay.
So I feel like I kind of recognize the chorus.
Yeah.
But also he's rapping so fast. I don't know what's going on.
So this lyric video is also a scrolling one.
It's horrible. I can't read a thing.
Yeah, as opposed to most of the other ones, they show the lyrics and then it just goes to the next page and there's like steady on the screen. So
Yeah, and it's also the tiniest font in humanity.
yeah, if you're looking at it on the little box there, it is. So it starts off with the chorus, which is the days are cold, living without you. The nights are long, I'm growing older. I miss the days of old, thinking about you. You may be gone, but you're never over. So, I mean, this is like very self-explanatory. You know what I mean?
Yes, sad.
He's grieving, you know what I mean? And he's like reminiscing and like all that. And so he says, you may be gone, but you're never over. So, like, he's still with him, you know what I mean? Like in spirit and with his memories, and he'll live on, you know what I mean? Yeah, the chorus is like sad. So, and then some of the lines in the verses get a little sad. But again, it's like it's weird. Do you see what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah, like it's the
musically,
music, it's too upbeat for it to make me sad at
that's what
least.
I figured it would.
And that like literally like songs that are not sad, that are very like down, I don't like listening to.
Yeah.
It's all in the melody.
Music, yeah.
It's not really so much the words, unless it's like super depressing.
Yeah, there's that, I forget what it is. There's that infamous key that if you do a song and it's like sad no matter what, I forget what it is. Maybe someone in the comments will know. But it's like a known thing. Like if you do any song in this specific key, it's gonna make people sad.
Didn't South Park say that there's a key that makes you poop?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
That's
there's
funny.
a key that makes you poop. I mean, I don't think there is, but like that was like, I think it was South Park.
Maybe,
There was a whole episode of something on that.
maybe.
Yeah,
It's funny.
makes you poop.
All right. So Eminem starts the first verse. He says, "If Proof could see me now, I know he'd be proud. Somewhere in me deep down, there's something in me he'd found that made him believe in me. Now no one can beat me now." So, he described this in previous albums, on Encore about how he met Proof and they were rapping together and Proof was the one that like kept pushing him. We also discussed recently that in 8 Mile, Future, the character played by Mekhi Phifer is like loosely based on him.
On proof.
Yes.
Okay.
So like yeah, he's the one pushing him, when he was like
Yeah, like the one who like got him into everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like stood by him, like even when he was fucking up and stuff, like pushed him forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we said, so Proof was Eminem's best man at his wedding.
Oh, yeah. So it was his best friend.
Yeah, literally. So then, yeah, something in me he found that made him believe in me. Now no one can beat me now. He says, "You try, it'll be them doors. Andre's Phantom. Believe me, clowns. That means suicide, homie. You'll never throw me off this course, blow me." So, yeah, no one can beat me. And if you try to beat me, you'll end up like the doors Andre's Phantom, which are, he explains, suicide doors. And he said, "You'll never throw me off this course, blow me. Bitch, I do this all for the sport only, but I want it all. I'm not just talking awards, homie. And the ball's in my court, and it's lonely on top of the world when you're the only one with the balls in your shorts to leave their jaws on the floor with no remorse." So,
That was a good line, like balls in your shorts. Oh, sorry. The jaws on the floor. It's like a
yes.
body part in or on something. I don't know, it just sounds good. I can't really identify why.
Well, yeah. Well, so he's saying, "I do this all for the sport only," because, he loves hip hop. He loves rap, the art of it. And he says, "I'm not just talking awards." He doesn't just want the awards. He wants like, respect and recognition and all that. And he says, "And the ball's in my court. It's only on top of the world." So he does the balls in my court and then balls in in your shorts. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
Oh,
like,
that's a good one too.
yeah, it like mirrors that.
Yeah.
And he's saying on top of the world when you're the only one that has the balls to say the things that you say. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, he says to leave their drills on the floor with no remorse. Remember that when they get to dogging your boy, homie, so y'all can just get to blogging about Bologna. So
That's what
baloney.
I thought he said. And
he
I was like, wait, what?
he does say it like that.
Yeah. I was like, is it?
So he's intentionally mispronouncing baloney to make it rhyme. Blogging about Bologna. Says, "I'm not gonna stop. The saga continues. No stop in the force, Obi." Do you know the reference?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, Star Wars reference. So yeah,
Yeah.
the Force, they talk about that in Star Wars. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I've seen the original ones and maybe like one or two of the ones that came out when we were younger.
I've never seen one in my life.
Yeah, they're interesting. I don't know if you'd like them.
I don't think I'd
It's
like them.
cool. It's the
I've seen
original.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, that one's great. It's very funny.
That's as far as I go with that.
Yeah. So he's saying they're dogging your boy, so they're like talking shit about Eminem. And then he's like, "Y'all can just keep blogging about baloney." So like keep being a fucking keyboard warrior on the internet, talking shit, leaving comments, stuff like that. And then he says, "I'm not gonna stop. The saga continues." Uh he says, "No stop in the force, Obi." So yeah, the force be with you, that whole thing. "I'm mopping the floors with them. I keep trying to pass it, but they keep dropping the torch." So he's saying, like, I want to be able to pass the torch to someone, to be the next generation of hip hop,
Yeah,
but there's no one worthy. They just keep dropping it. So that's why I have to keep on rapping, even though I should be passing the torch. There's nobody good enough for me to pass it to, which
exactly.
is cool. Um, they keep dropping it, the torch, and it won't be long till the sport is over. Just blazing me, we are knocking on the doors, and no, we ain't pumpkins on Halloween, but will show up on your porch. So be careful what you say. There ain't no punks over here, so follow me. So yes, so he said it won't be long till the sport's over, like it's gonna be a wrap. And he says Just Blaze. So Just Blaze made the beat. He's a producer.
Okay.
Yeah. So me and Just Blaze were knocking on the doors, and no, we're not pumpkins on Halloween, but we'll show up on your porch, which I like. I like that bar.
Yeah, it's
Some
not
some
bad.
people think it's corny, but I like it. Like pump jack-o'-lanterns on your
You could
porch
be
on
like, we're not
Halloween.
trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, that would work too.
I don't know.
Then he says, so be careful what you say. There ain't no punks over here, so follow me through the fog like I'm SNOOP. So follow me through the fog like Snoop Dogg, right? So it's obviously a reference to like the weed smoke. You know what I mean? Snoop Dogg's known for smoking weed, so they're like
Yeah.
the fog. I believe Snoop Dogg has a rhyme like about him in the fog or something. You know what I mean? There's like, it's not just that Snoop Dogg's known for smoking weed, but I do believe Snoop has a line in one of his songs about through the fog, something like that. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
forget what it is. Um, like I'm SNOOP, let me guide you through the smoke, G. If only I wasn't traveling down this road by my lonely. No one who knew me like you will ever know me. No one who knew me like you will ever know me. That's like I had to word that properly. No
Mhm.
one who knew me like you will ever know me. I don't think you understand how much you meant to me. So, yeah, he's just punctuating the end of the verse with what he's been saying and starting, the verse with like, "Oh, I miss you." You know what I mean? And
Yeah, it's
you're
so
important to me.
sad.
It is. So I'm actually gonna, even though we heard the chorus, I'm gonna pick it up here because the way it flows into the bridge into the second verse is good.
Okay.
Um, fuck. Okay, real quick. This is weird because it's a 5 minute song. I,
Just
be-
run it.
I believe there's only two verses.
So there's a lot of music then?
Whatever. We're just gonna let this play
Just run
for
it.
three
Yeah.
minutes. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do
Run
it.
it.
The nights are long, I'm growing older. I miss the days of old, thinking about you, about you. You may be gone, but you're never over. And it don't stop, oh, and it don't quit, oh, and it don't stop, oh, and it don't quit, oh, and I miss you, oh, I just miss you, oh, I just miss you, oh, homie, I'll never forget you, no. For you, I wanna write the sickest rhyme of my life, so sick it'll blow up the mic, it'll put the diner in mic, yeah, it'll make the dopest MC, wanna jump off a bridge and shit itself, tap dancing all over the beat, it'll jump off the page and spit itself, yes, it's the best thing I can do right now, duty for you is to rap, so I'm gonna fuck till I die, yeah, I'ma do it to death, and instead of mourning your death, I'd rather celebrate your life, elevate to new heights, step on the gas and accelerate, I'ma need two mics, cause the way that I'm feeling tonight, everything I can just do right, there's nothing that I can do wrong, I'm too strong and I'm just too hype, just finish the rhyme and bust it, excuse the corny metaphor, but they'll never catch up to all this energy that I've mustered, so God just help me out while I fight through this grieving process, trying to process this life.
So sad.
It got you, right?
A little.
Yeah, I could tell. It started making me fucking emotional too. You know what I mean? It's getting me all fucking teary-eyed. All right. So we covered the chorus already. The bridge is it's just him singing. He says, and it don't stop. The coolest part I love is the children's choir sound effect in the background going, ah. You don't know that? You didn't hear that? Yeah, listen, just listen real quick.
Thinking about you, about you. You may be gone, but you're never over.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like that's one of my favorite. That's what makes the hook and like the bridge for me. It's they sound like kids, singing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he says, and it don't stop. Oh, and it don't quit, and it don't stop, and it don't quit. And I miss you. I just miss you. I just miss you, homie. I'll never forget you. So it's like really sweet.
Yeah.
So he comes in the second verse. And he says, for you, I want to write the sickest rhyme of my life. So sick it'll blow up the mic. It'll put the Dinah in might.
That's a good line.
Yeah, so he's saying, he wants to, in memory of him and as an ode to him, like, I'm going to literally write the best shit I ever could. And then so sick it'll blow up the mic. So, oh, it's such a good rhyme that the, the mic just blew up. Then it'll put the Dinah in might. Okay, so the dynamite's a reference back to blowing up the mic.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if there's more to the put the Dinah in might, if there's more to that.
I wouldn't know.
So like, yeah, I don't know if it's just a fun way to say I'll put the Dinah in might, right? And it's reference to blowing up the mic. Because like might is like, if you have strength, and I don't know if Dinah like dying too, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to do something like Dinah, you know what I mean? But
Maybe.
whatever. He continues and says, yeah, it'll make the dopest MC want to jump off a bridge and shit himself. Tap dancing all over the beat. It'll jump off the page and spit itself.
Who would ever want to do that?
Do what?
Jump off a bridge and then shit
Well,
themselves.
that's his point. It's gonna make them so fucking crazy that they're,
Good idea.
yeah, exactly. They're gonna try to kill themselves and shit themselves on the way down. Then tap dancing all over the beat. It'll jump off the page and spit itself. So the rhyme is so sick that it's gonna,
It just makes itself.
yeah. He says, yes, it's the best thing I could do. I could do right now, duty, for you is to rap. So I'm a fuck till I die. Yeah, I'm a do it to death.
Like sex.
So so it's funny when I heard this, I was like, wait, what?
No, I don't get it.
So it's the bars in the single line. So I'm a fuck till I die. Yeah, I'm a do it to death.
Oh, okay.
So like do it to death is the same as fuck till I
Yeah.
die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he started with the fuck till I die, so it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You
I
know what
was
I mean?
confused. I get it.
Yeah,
Very good.
it's just another way of saying do it to death.
Yeah.
And then he says, and instead of mourning your death, I'd rather celebrate your life, elevate to new height, step on the gas and accelerate. I'm gonna need two mics. So, he's saying I'm gonna celebrate you and I'm gonna take my skills to this new level in honor of you. And I'm just gonna move forward. And he said, I'm gonna need two mics. So, one's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Then he says, because the way that I'm feeling tonight, everything I can do just right. There's nothing I can do wrong. I'm too strong and I'm just too hyped. So he's that's what I'm saying about this song. So like there's sad lines, but
Yeah.
it's like a positive reflection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and it's upbeat too,
It
so it
is.
just makes it better.
It is. So
Less difficult to listen to.
yeah. So he's saying like, yeah, I'm grieving and I'm dealing with this, but I'm gonna honor you and celebrate your life. And he has this like newfound strength, you know what I mean? To
Yeah,
like do it in memory of him. So that's why he's saying the way I'm feeling, I can do no wrong. You know what I mean? He has
exactly.
this like this resolve in him from proof, you know what I mean? That he feels in this moment. He's like, oh, I just can't do anything wrong now, because
Hmm.
I'm riding high off of your spirit.
Yes.
I'm too strong, I'm too hyped. Just finish the rhyme, just finish the rhyming, bust it. Excuse the corny metaphor, but But okay, I'm fucking stumbling over my words here. Just finish the rhyming, bust it. Excuse the corny metaphor, but they'll never catch up to all this energy that I've mustered.
Ketchup. That's a really good
I know,
line.
I like this one too. I think this is another one some people think is corny
That's
because he
good.
says,
Ketchup
it's
and
yeah, it's
mustard.
fucking awesome. And then obviously they'll never get to where he is
Yeah.
with his energy because he has so much energy and he mustered it. So yeah, I love that line. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
don't even think it's corny at all. I think it's like very intelligent.
I think the other one about the jack-o'-lantern was kind of like,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
Then he says, but they'll never catch up. Oh, I already read that. They'll never catch up to all this energy I've mustered. So God, just help me out while I fight through this grieving process. Trying to process this loss is making me nauseous, but this depression ain't taking me hostage. I've been patiently watching this game, pacing these hallways. You had faith in me always. So we'll just break down this part right here. So again, he's celebrating his life, but he's acknowledging and he's praying to God like,
Yeah.
I'm grieving. Help me get through this. I don't know how to deal with it. And he says trying to process it, even just trying to make sense of it in his head is making him sick. And he acknowledges that he's depressed, but he has this resolve that he's not going to be a victim to his depression.
Yes.
And he says, yeah, I've been pacing these hallways. You had faith in me always. Proof you knew I'd come out of this slump, rise from the ashes, come right back on the asses, and go Mike Tyson on these bastards. So he's alluding to his own addiction and his overdose. And like, so he's saying, proof knew that I would get past this. I would get out of this addiction and I'd get back into rapping and rhyming and stuff.
Yeah.
And then come right back on their asses, go Mike Tyson on these bastards. So obviously, Mike Tyson, one of the best boxers ever. So he's going to come back and fucking kill everybody. And he says, and I'm going to show them, blow them out the water, slaughter them, Holmes. I'm going to own so many belts. Only place they can hit me is below them. I love that
That's
line
a good
too.
line. Yeah.
So yeah, so the expression, if you're
Like he'll have so many on, it'll go all the way up to his like
Yeah, exactly.
everywhere.
So the expression is like, if you hit somebody below the belt, that it's like a cheap shot, right?
Yeah.
So like it would be like hitting them in their nuts, you know what I mean? What he's saying, he's like you just explained, he's gonna have so many that the only place they can hit is below the belt because there's everything else is covered. I love that line. Then he says, homie, I know I'm never gonna be the same without you. I never would have came in this game. I'm going insane without you. Matter of fact, it was just the other night, had another dream about you. You told me to get up. I got up. I spread my wings and I flew. So again, he's referencing the same shit from earlier on and from previous albums from even before he died. That Proof is responsible for him sticking with hip hop, you know what I mean? And being
Yeah.
a rapper. And again, he's going insane. He just misses him. And then he's talking about this dream that it's interesting. I wonder if this was an actual dream, but in the dream he describes, Proof tells him to get up and he spread his wings and he flew, which is obviously a metaphor for like get your shit together, you know what I mean? Go
Yeah.
out there and succeed and like, do well. Then he says, you gave me a reason to fight. I was on my way to see you. You told me not duty, you're not. Laying on that table, I knew I was going to make it. Soon as you said, think of Haley, I knew there was no way I was ever going to leave them babies. And proof, not many are lucky enough to have a guardian angel like you. All right, so we'll go back here. So again, this is another reference to the his overdose where he
Yes.
almost died. And, they said if he got there, I forget what he said, an hour or two later, he would have died. So he overdosed, almost died. And so he's referencing that he said, I'm on my way to see you. So he was literally almost dying. So he would have been reunited with Proof.
Mhm.
And then he's saying that Proof spoke to him, at that point, whether he saw him or heard him when he was in the overdose comatose state. And Proof was like, no, you're not. You got to think of your daughters. You have to go back. You know what I mean? You hear those stories, about
Yeah.
people.
Well, not necessarily dreams, but like near death experiences
Yeah.
or literal dying experiences where they were flatlined for like a long period of time and then they came back.
Yeah, and they were given the option to go back, or they were told to go back, and like it's not your time yet, you know?
Yeah.
So like he's saying when he had his near death experience, this is what happened, and he told him, you gotta, be there for your daughters. So yeah, he says there wasn't no way I was ever going to leave them babies and proof. Not many are lucky enough to have a guardian angel like you. Lord, I'm so thankful. Please don't think that I don't feel grateful. I do. Just grant me the strength that I need for one more day to get through. So, homie, this is your song. I dedicate this to you. I love you, Duty. So it's so funny because they called each other Duty.
Yeah.
So he's saying he's grateful that he has him as a guardian angel, you know what I mean? And he's like, it sucks that I lost you, but the positive side is that I have you there watching over me. And
Hmm.
then he's like, oh fuck. This line is like getting me choked up. I'm like about to get emotional now.
What is it?
So just the part, it's not even
I can read
it's
it.
not even a particularly emotional part necessarily. It's he's talking to God directly. And he said, I'm so thankful. Please don't think that I don't feel grateful. I do. You know what I mean? And then he's like, just grant me the strength I need for one more day to get through. So he's like pleading with God that, like, he's like, I recognize that, I'm blessed and, I'm blessed for my life and I was lucky enough to have proof in my life for as long as I did. And I'm grateful that I have him as a guardian angel now. You know what I mean? And he's like bargaining with God, like, hey, don't take this the wrong way. Like, I am appreciative, but I'm also trying to deal with
Yeah.
this as a human. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is about that line. It like just gets me though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he says, so homie, this is your song. Yeah, oh fuck, I listed a word I'm not supposed to say online. And then he says, yeah, this is your song. I dedicate this to you. I love you, Duty. So, all right, we'll pick it up here. There's no more verses. It's just the chorus and shit until it fades out, and then that's it.
Okay.
So homie, this is your song. I dedicate this to you. I love you, duty. The days are cold, living without you. The nights are long. I'm growing older. I miss the days of old, thinking about you. You may be gone, but you're never over. And it don't stop, oh, and it don't quit, oh, and it don't stop, oh, and it don't quit, oh, and I miss you, oh, I just miss you, oh, I just miss you, oh, and homie, I'll never forget you, no.
Sorry, I like always yawn. I don't mean to. Ooh, I love ricotta. Yummy. We're just talking about ricotta.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're literally just talking about going to get raw milk and cheese from one of the farms near us.
So, one other thing I'll point out before I ask your opinion of the song, I do like that his Eminem singing is like it's very like raw. Not to say that
Raw.
they didn't do like tuning on it. I'm sure they did some effects to
And it
make him
is when
sound
he's like,
better. No, that part not bad,
"Huh."
but yeah, that it's
Yeah.
funny. It's like, you know,
Yeah, I don't think he was going for funny though.
no, no, not at all.
No.
That's my point though. Like it's like kind of sweet that he just like,
He's like, I don't care. I'm
yeah,
just gonna do this.
exactly. Like he felt like, this is my song to my friend, and I can't really sing great, but I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Although again, we've discussed this in previous reactions. I don't think he's the worst singer. He's obviously not a singer, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's terrible.
No, I haven't really noticed. I don't really like, I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, so I guess like I mean, listening to the songs, I never really thought about it. Then it's not too glaring.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on You're Never Over?
It's sad. I mean, it's upbeat, but it's sad. It's very nice, like tribute song that he wrote for his friends, which is really sweet.
Yeah.
And you can tell, you could really see like their friendship in it. Like they were really like had like friendship, like a type of friendship that like not everyone in the world ever really gets to have, which is like really special.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it was really sad. I don't like sad. You know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
So
I know.
I don't plan on listening to it again because it was sad.
Yeah, it was interesting when you said you didn't know this. I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I won't put this song on if like I don't feel like I I I'm concerned that it might get me emotional. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like just be for the fact that in the past I've listened to it and got emotional and ended up fucking crying. You know what I mean? So even
yeah,
though that doesn't happen to me every time I hear this song, you know what I mean? Because it's not necessarily the song. It's like the in my head, like, oh shit, that happened once before. It could happen again. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
No, I know that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love this song. It's, it's great. It's cool that he's talking to Proof, and then even though I mean the whole verse, both verses are explicitly about their relationship and friendship, you know what I mean? The chorus you can relate, as
yeah, for
anybody with
sure.
any relationship, you know what I mean? So that's what's cool about it. But yeah, I really like it. It's one of the better songs on this album, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
And all right.
right.
So see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.